Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. And something I get asked a lot every day almost is, what are the biggest mistakes or the worst mistakes or the consistent mistakes that I make? And just like everybody else in the reseller world or the reseller community, I make mistakes. I make them pretty regularly, actually. I've made some big ones in my life. I've made some small ones. I still make them to this day. And anytime that I make mistakes, I use that opportunity and that situation to learn from it and grow from it and become bigger and become better. Somebody told me a long time ago that the biggest mistake that you ever will make is to never make a mistake. And I know that'll probably sound crazy to some people, but literally, if you're not willing to take responsibility and man up or woman up or whatever you want to call it to the mistakes that you make, you will never grow bigger. You'll never become a better business owner, entrepreneur, reseller, or whatever the business is that you own. You have to use mistakes to your advantage. You have to use mistakes as a learning tool, and you have to figure out what you did wrong, why you did it wrong, and how to prevent it or make it better next time. I see a lot of people who pretend or who try to be the perfect business owner or the perfect person or the perfect seller. They'll never fess up to a mistake, or they always want to argue their way out of it, or they always want to find a way to put the blame onto someone else or shift the responsibility off of themselves. A lot of people call it deflecting, and it's true. It's 100% true. And what you'll notice about people that are notorious for deflecting and not taking responsibility for their mistakes is that they never grow and they never become any bigger than what they are. Typically, those people end up being failures. When you make a mistake in business or in life or in any, situation or facet of your daily goings on, you have to be willing to not only fess up and face those mistakes, you have to learn how to recognize those mistakes and recognize when something actually was a mistake and that you messed up, or that you did something that you shouldn't have done, or did it in a way that you shouldn't have done it. Our mistakes aren't always so much about what we did wrong as much as how we did it or how we went about it. It may have been a good idea or not a bad situation, but because of the way you handled something, it turned into something bad. And so that was your actual mistake, was the way that you tried to handle the situation or handle the business deal or whatever it may have been. So I want you guys to take this weekend and take this opportunity and go back and look back at some of the mistakes that you've made or some of the things that you wish you could have done differently. Don't dwell on them. Don't be upset by them, and don't get mad at yourself over them. Create a plan, create an action that you can do that will correct what you did wrong. And if it is too late to fix the mistakes that you've already made, make a plan to never make them again. Lay out the steps, lay out what you did, admit to yourself, not just everybody else. Admit to yourself what you did wrong, why you did it wrong, how you handled it, and how you're going to handle it in the future so that you don't ever have to make that mistake again. Nobody is saying that making mistakes is a positive thing. It certainly sucks when you make a mistake. It sucks to lose money. It sucks to be wrong. It sucks to have any of those things happen. But when it does happen, because inevitably it is going to happen, no one is perfect, especially not in the business world. When it happens, you have to be big enough, smart enough, and observant enough to figure it out and fix it quickly. Because the one thing that will set you apart in business, as in life, is not how hard you fell or how bad you messed up, but how quickly you fixed it, got back up, and moved on. I have had multiple customers in the past where I have made a mistake, be very, very angry with me. I have fixed the mistake, handled it the right way, and they turned out to be customers in the future. So keep that in mind the next time somebody jumps on you for a mistake that you made, you shipped the wrong item, you shipped a broken item, whatever it is, make sure you just make it right with the customer, fix it, make sure that your messaging and communication with the customer or the person matches that willingness to fix it, and you'll find that 9 times out of 10, a bad situation ends up being a good situation. I want to thank everyone for joining me on this video. Thank you for listening. I hope that this helps you guys fix those mistakes and gives you a little bit of motivation for the weekend to keep going, keep grinding, and have a wonderful, awesome weekend. I appreciate everyone being here once again. Thank you so much. Please give this video a big thumbs up if it helps you. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel as always. Double check that you are subscribed because YouTube is doing the unsubscribe thing as always. It's never ended, so I really appreciate that if you could double check for me. And please click the more button down below this video in the description box and check out all the links, all the information, and everything I have down there. Have a great weekend, guys. I'll see you next time.